Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahabushai, Bahasham, Rakahak Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahabushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the brother Ra'aya with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be profiling a minute or so of this clip from Logic Hour's YouTube channel titled, Why Does God Let Bad Things Happen? Biblical Series Exodus. And in this clip, you'll see Jordan Peterson, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, at the head of this round table. And, they're going into the scriptures, or attempting to, and just going to show that, hey, you need to leave the breakdown and the understanding of the scriptures to the professionals, the prophets of the Most High, chiefly through GMS or Great Millstone, as well as the brothers that come in the spirit of GMS, because they're trying to come to an understanding of what this means and what that means, which when you have an understanding of the scriptures, which of course comes through the will and the power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahabushai, you can easily answer all these questions that they're speculating and debating on. But without further ado, let's get into this clip. And this is a fair use copyright disclaimer. I do not own any of the footage in this clip, nor do I stand to gain from it monetarily. It is simply for educational purposes.
We're in Exodus 9:8, in the midst of the plague. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had spoken unto Moses.
It's very important to know one quick thing on the Hebrew. It does not say stiffen, or what was that the word in the King James? Harden. It is clear what it says. This is easy. Vayechazek. The word chazak is in modern Hebrew as well. It means strengthened. He strengthened Pharaoh's heart, which goes back to my original point. He gave him free will.
You're supposed to be an expert, but you don't understand the scriptures. There is no free will according to the scriptures. Now let's go to that Exodus they're talking about, which I believe is actually in Exodus chapter 9, verse 12. And Yahweh hardened the heart, or the lahab, the mind of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto him, as Yahweh had spoken unto Moses. Now let's go to that word hardened in the Strongs, which is Strong's H2388, Hazak. And let's see what it says. It says to strengthen, prevail, harden, be strong, become strong, be courageous, be firm, grow firm, be resolute, be sore. And in the Strong's definition, what I found interesting, it says to what? To fasten upon, hence, to seize, be strong. And the very interesting word that caught my attention is that word seize. When the Most High, hardened, or let's say, as that guy said, strengthened Pharaoh's heart, that doesn't mean it meant Pharaoh had a free will and was strengthened in his convictions to not let the Israelites go. The Most High seized upon Pharaoh, strengthened and hardened his heart according to the will of the Most High. The Most High had it to where Pharaoh would not let the Israelites go, no matter what Moses and Aaron did in front of him. So the Most High could be justified in judging, Pharaoh and the nation of Egypt at that time, which ultimately, when you go later in the scriptures, is to show the power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahabushai, in which we can clearly see, even to an atheist today, thousands of years later, they know of the story of Exodus and, have a basic understanding of the plagues that the Most High sent upon, Pharaoh in Egypt.
He did not deprive him of free will.
Right, that's a crucial point.
Crucial,
It's a crucial point.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wonder why it was translated as hardened,
don't
or even
start
maybe
me.
hardened didn't mean exactly the same thing at that time in the
That's
translation.
right. That's
either.
just as when King James says, "Thou shalt not kill," for the commandment, which is "Thou shalt not murder." In those days, kill was murder.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, if I'm understanding what he's saying, and hey, correct me if I'm wrong, hey, there's a difference between killing and murder, and it's specified in the scriptures. The scriptures dealing with the repercussions for murdering someone is you get put to death, or what if it was an accidental killing of somebody, a specification there. And they give an example, say two men are out, chopping wood, and when the man throws his axe back to make another blow, and the axe head goes off and kills his neighbor, what? It killed him. But they had the cities of refuge to which the person could seek, the refugee could seek refuge at, so that the family or the friends of those that he accidentally killed, couldn't just outright kill the man out of their, emotions and whatnot. So there is a specification in the scriptures between killing and murder. It's considered murder if you murder your brother, or you lie in wait to kill them for whatever reason. But what did the Most High command the Israelites to do once they got into the Holy Land, which was called Canaan at that time? To kill all the inhabitants thereof, to purge that land of its wickedness. And then there are, plenty of laws in the scriptures, talking about, laws and precepts in the scriptures talking about, killing the enemy when you go to war against them, and et cetera, et cetera. So there is a clear distinction between, killing and murdering in the scriptures. They're not the same thing, as I assume that's what that Edomite is talking about. But clearly we can see he's already wrong, because he's stating that, Pharaoh had free will, which when we get into some precepts, after I play a little bit more of this clip, we'll clearly see there is no free will according to the scriptures.
You can understand hardening of the heart as a strengthening of the will, in the sense that it's like a crystallizing of the Pharaoh's will. Like his will gets locked in, basically. And so
And his will was the will of the Most High, which the Most High strengthened him to perform the will of the Most High, to fulfill prophecy, to fulfill, those events in Exodus.
But it's still up to the Pharaoh.
It's up to the Pharaoh, but it's like
As long as we know it's up to the Pharaoh.
Yeah. No, that's a very important.
Of course, there's also the point that
That's it with this clip. Now let's see what the scriptures, the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, have to say about, so-called free will. This is Isaiah 45 verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Point blank, period. All the good and all the evil out here is all through the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And that may seem hard to accept, that, when you see people get killed in a so-called senseless murder, babies die, or people being born with birth defects and whatnot, that's through the will of the Most High as well. Oh no, that's through the will of the devil, making the world, a worse place. To an extent, you can say it's through the will of the so-called devil or Satan, but that's ultimately through the will of the Most High. Because if you can receive it, Satan is the top left-handed angel of the Most High, and the Most High uses him to, fulfill his will on the left-hand side, the so-called evil side. Just go to the book of Job, chapter 1 and chapter 2, where Satan came with the sons of God before the Most High, the other angels, because Satan is a son of the Most High and an angel. And he talked to the Most High about Job, saying, look, if you took everything away from Job, he would curse thee. But Satan wasn't allowed to afflict Job until the Most High gave him the go-ahead to do so. Again, I make peace and create evil. The Most High is in control of every single action that takes place out here, even every single thought that you get. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Again, the Most High is in control of every single situation out here, good and evil. Let's go back to Pharaoh. The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart not to let Israel go, so that what? The Most High could shew his power in judging Pharaoh in Egypt. And again, the story of Exodus and the plagues and the splitting of the Red Sea is remembered unto this very day, even by so-called atheists and people of other religions that don't believe in the Bible. And it says in Isaiah 55, what? My ways and my thoughts are not your ways and your thoughts. We're talking about the creator of all existence. And if his creation, can't, wrap their mind around the ways of the Most High, hey, that's on them. Hey, you're simply the creation. You're doing what the Creator created you to do. And it even gets so cold that the Most High seals everything a person's going to do, hey, the day before they do it that next day in their sleep. As it says in, where's it at? Job 33, verses 14 to 17. For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men. So let's say me, for instance. Yesterday, when I went to sleep, the Most High sealed my instructions to do this lesson today, just like Jordan Peterson and those other people in that clip. The night before they did that round table talk, the Most High sealed their instructions to say exactly what they said, and if you can receive it, hey, so that a man of the Lord, Abaratazah, I'm of that number, a prophet could see that clip, and then what? Break it down. Break down exactly what the scriptures have to say about free will to show what the will of the Most High is. Again, just like how the Most High sealed Pharaoh's heart or mind to not let Israel go and afflict them, so the Most High could show his will and his power in judging Pharaoh in Egypt. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Another cut to free will. The Most High sanctions everything you're going to do and every thought you're going to have. This is Jeremiah 10, verse 23. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to directeth his steps. It is not of man, woman, or child's free will to direct their steps or their thoughts of what they're going to do. It's through the will of the Most High to seal their instructions of exactly what they're going to do. This is Proverbs chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 1. The preparations of the heart, or the mind in man, and the answer of the tongue, what you're thinking and what you're going to say, is from Yahweh. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Now I'm going to jump down to verse 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Most High made, people to be good. Speaking of the sons of God, the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and he made nations of people to be wicked or evil. Hey, the sons of the wicked, the biblical Edomites, the so-called white man, to what? Fulfill his will, fulfill prophecy, get these Edomites to, come into power and, push that image of their beast system onto the world and ultimately push their MARK, that C-hip implant onto the world to what? Seal his judgment, because we know that once that C-hip is mandatorily implemented, that's when that Edomite has reached his bounds, which he cannot pass. Then the Most High is going to take him out of power and, set up the children of Israel back into power, ruling into the kingdom of heaven. But again, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. And it says in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach in the Apocrypha, the Most High has set one against the other, roughly paraphrasing, good against evil. Hey, some vessels fitted for honor and some vessels fitted for dishonor. And let's further expound upon this point in Romans chapter 9. I'm going to start at verse 8. Now I'll start at verse 11. For the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, speaking of Jacob and Esau, the forefather of the nation of Israel and the forefather of the nation of Edom, as it's saying, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, children coming into the world, not making any decisions at all, but the will of how those people would live their lives was already predetermined by the Most High in the womb, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth, point blank, period. And also, within the nation of Israel, you've got the elect, and you've got the wicked of our people that are not going to make it. It's been predetermined from the beginning who the elect of the nation of Israel would be and who the wicked of our people who would be destroyed would be. And it's not of works, but of him that calleth, through the will of the Most High. You can put up as many videos as you want, wear as many fringed garments as you want, follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, have the biggest beard you can grow, whatever. If you're not of that elect number, you're not of that elect number. And hey, if you were created to be the wicked or the Edomites, you can't escape that lot of yours. You were created to commit evil and fulfill prophecy and then be judged and destroyed for it. Remember, my ways are not your ways, neither are my thoughts your thoughts. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So the Most High created the Israelites to love that nation above every other nation, and he created those Edomites to hate them above every other nation. And when you read that story of Jacob and Esau, when you read it, it seems that Jacob supplanted the blessing and the birthright to the kingdom of heaven from Esau, which it was through the will of the Most High for Jacob to supplant the blessing and the birthright to the kingdom of heaven from Esau, because Jacob, Israel, was that chosen seed, while those Edomites were not. The Most High just wanted it to play out that way to create that controversy, to fulfill prophecy of what? The Edomites hating the nation of Israel and afflicting them all throughout our history between each other, from what? The times between Jacob and Esau back then, the times during the Grecian captivity in the Maccabees, 70 AD with the Romans, the transatlantic slave trade, all the way up until today. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Most High forbid. It's all through the will of the Most High. And what do we, his creations, have to say against the dictates and the plans of the Creator? For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. I create peace and evil. I do all these things. I form the light and create darkness. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth. The preparations or the thoughts of man are not in himself, but of the Most High. But the Most High that sheweth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. I have strengthened Pharaoh's heart to not let the children of Israel go, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Pharaoh and Egypt afflicting Israel, the Most High hardening Pharaoh's heart not to let Israel go after all these plagues destroyed Egypt, and hardening Pharaoh's heart to chase Egypt, to chase Israel, through the Red Sea, which when you look at it, it's really the Gulf of Aqaba, chase them through the splitting of the sea, and then close the sea on them and kill Pharaoh and his men that chased Israel To what? For that to be to shew the power of the Most High, and for that to stand as an eternal memorial unto this very day. Again, even atheists know of the story of Exodus and the splitting of the Red Sea and the plagues that befell Egypt, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will, he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replieth against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, the sons of the righteous, the sons of God, Israel, and another unto dishonor, the sons of the wicked, the Edomites? What if the Most High, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? Back in Proverbs 16:4, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. It seems like these Edomites have gotten away with their wickedness throughout this history and nothing's happened to them, but that's that long suffering of the Most High so that he can ultimately show his wrath upon the wicked. Have these Edomites built up that tab of wickedness to justify, their ultimate destruction and judgment from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And if you can't receive it, that's on you. That's you trying to buck up against your master, your creator, trying to go against your will, which again, we see there is no free will. And on top of that, the Most High put that spirit in you to rebel against him so you can be destroyed along with the wicked. Point blank, period. So that's it with this video. And with this video, I hope you sincere Akim and Akwath were edified. Just keep strong. We're almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites, the wicked, the vessels of dishonor that the Most High is about to show his full wrath on. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babol, Kwam Yasharallah, and until next time, Shalom.